We should have been playing the Masters this week at Augusta National. Instead, we have to wait another 7 months before someone puts on a green jacket. But that's 7 months that someone else gets to postpone the pain. I've had several conversations in the last few years with guys who had near misses at Augusta National, who won major championships someplace else, and I'm always curious how long it takes for the pain of a near miss at the Masters to fade. Turns out it doesn't. Take Curtis Strange. 1985, Curtis had a 3-stroke lead with 6 holes to play. He rinsed one at 13, rinsed another one at 15, finished T2. I asked him how long it took for the sting of that to go away, and he kind of fixed me with this little anemic smile and said, "You mean it does?" Or take Tom Kite. No one ever played Augusta National better, for longer, without earning a seat at the champions table than Tom Kite. He had 9 top 5 finishes, and if you want a testament to longevity, one man has finished second in a major championship to both Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods, and that man is Tom Kite. I asked him what his greatest regret was at Augusta National. I figured he'd mention maybe that putt he missed on the 18th green in 1986 that would have tied him with Jack, but he didn't mention any of his 3 second-place finishes there. Instead, it was a T6 in 1984 when he had the 54-hole lead and couldn't get it done on Sunday and lost to Ben Crenshaw. 35 years had passed since that day, and it still rankled Tom Kite to even talk about it. Last year at the Masters, I ran into Lonnie Wadkins. He's another guy haunted by the ghosts of Augusta National. 3 times in the space of 4 years, Lonnie finished third. 28 years had passed since the 1991 Masters that Ian Woosnam won, but Lonnie could still recall in forensic detail the 5 short missed putts he had on that Sunday afternoon. I asked him, did he still think about it much? He said, sure, every time they rerun the some bitch on TV, and then he turned and walked off into the clubhouse. The conversation that really drove home to me how long a near miss at Augusta National lingers came a couple of years ago with David Duval. Duval had a chance to win the Masters 4 years in a row, starting in 1998 when Mark O'Meara made that 20-footer on the last hole, and ending in 2001 when Tiger Woods pushed him into a solo second place. 3 months after that second place to Tiger, he won the Open Championship at Royal Lytham in St Anne's. So I asked Duval if winning that major championship so quickly had somehow eased the pain of the 4 near misses at Augusta. He looked at me as though it was the dumbest question he'd ever been asked, just shook his head and said, no. For a lot of players, the pain of losing at Augusta National is never eased by the joy of winning someplace else, even if it is a major championship. We're not going to see any winners or losers at Augusta National this week, but with a little luck on our side, in November we will. And when everyone's cheering for that guy putting on the green jacket on Sunday night, let's spare a thought for the guy who's heading to the car park with nothing but scar tissue that will keep him company in his old age.